An accused cop killer in Chicago today encountered something he had never seen in his decade of violent crime: lasting consequences, and a judge who was done giving second chances. Police arrested 26-year-old Alphanso Talley Saturday, accusing him of robbing a store and roughing up a woman who worked there. He then told police that he had swallowed a bag of drugs and felt sick, but that was all a ruse. Because when he got to the hospital, police say he pulled out a gun and shot 2 officers in the head. One was critically injured, and the other, 38-year-old John Bartholomew, was killed. Bartholomew had a wife, 2 stepsons, and a 3-year-old daughter. The accused killer, Talley, is someone the police know very well. His rap sheet goes back 9 years. Every arrest, a violent felony. At a court hearing in December for a carjacking charge, the judge noted that Talley had 4 violent felony cases in the system simultaneously. The judge said before Illinois changed its bail laws, Talley would have faced a minimum bail of $1 million. But under the new law, he had the discretion to set the bail he believes was fair. He pointed to Talley recently becoming a father, saying, quote, "It appears his mind is finally developing, and he may be on the path to making better decisions." So the judge gave him an ankle monitor and let him walk free. And months later, that monitor went dark. Weeks after that, Officer Bartholomew was dead. Now, no cameras were allowed in the court today, but News Nation was in the courtroom. The judge shut several outbursts down that Talley had, and at one point the judge even reprimanded Talley for laughing. As for bail, the judge was blunt, quote, "You have been given every opportunity, and each and every time you have violated that. No conditions that I impose will keep the community safe from you." Tonight, Talley remains behind bars with no bail. Joining me now is Brian Claypool, criminal defense attorney. Brian, I understand the cash bail argument, but like that maybe works if you're talking about a poor man and a rich man arrested the first time in their lives for the same crime, and one guy gets to walk because he can afford to pay bail, and the other guy has to sit in jail for 2 years before he's even convicted of a crime. This guy had a rap sheet that was 5 pages long. You know, why are we giving second chances and ankle monitors to somebody who's been, you know, charged with a violent carjacking and armed robbery?
Hey, Elizabeth, great to see you again. Look, in a civilized society, Talley should have never been on the street. Let's face it. His rap sheet is longer than a CVS pharmacy receipt that we get here in California. It's like 2 feet long.
Yeah, they aren't they?
Exactly. His is longer than that, by the way. But look, there is a catastrophic failure at 3 levels. It starts with the legislator, Elizabeth. The Illinois legislature removed cash bail in 2023 in September. They put in this Safety Act. It should be called the Danger Act. So if you're living in Illinois and you don't want this happening again, you better contact your legislator. Secondly, let's talk about the failure of this judge, okay? Even though the Safety Act is no cash bail, Elizabeth, this judge still had discretion to issue a $500,000 bail. He could have, or put other measures in place. He had discretion. This guy had 2 armed robberies in 2017. He assaulted a correctional officer 2024, 2025, an armed carjacking. He should have never been on the street. And then how does he get into a hospital with a gun? You've got security measures there. And the last thing I'm going to say is there needs to be an investigation. How this guy gets his hands on guns for the last 7 years.
Right.
Where did he run? Did he get it from a dealer? If he did, there's potential culpability with the federal government if they didn't list his name on the list of somebody who should not be in the possession of a gun.